I have decided to open the homegrown horror set, and I've dug into the first movie, which was Fatal Exam, which kind of caught my attention first thanks to this wonderful cover. And this low budget nightmarish horror movie kind of put me on the back foot straight away. It's incredibly low budget, and the first opening scene initially just kind of sets you off on this is not going to be good. We're introduced to a group of parapsychology students who are at class when their teacher turns around and pretty much says, "Hey, who wants an easy pass? All you have to do is go to this house and spend the weekend there." Of course, this house is where a tragedy took place, and it's the anniversary of that tragedy. And of course, students are just like, "Hey, easy, eh? I'll go there and spend the weekend." So pretty much we're taking all the students to a house to have them killed off one by one. But the whole scene setting up of the teacher explaining the curse and what happened to this house is incredibly wonderful, and I really liked that, and it drew me into the movie almost immediately. I was interested in that story, and I was willing to forgive some of the failings that this movie has. It doesn't look great, but then the house that they're in looks a little bit run down, but then they're supposed to be. It has some wonderful outdoor photography that was really interesting. It's got some performances that are just kind of bland and on the nose, but then it also has some performances that are so over the top and wonderful that they light up the screen whenever they're on there. I kind of love the low budget moxie on show here. People trying to flex and show what they can do with a tiny budget. But at the heart of it, the movie should be and is about the story. And the story here is something that I really was rather interested in. They create a kind of legacy, a backstory that kind of propels this story forward that we're watching now. And I like the way that it's fully formed and set up, and they know exactly where they're going. A lot of movies just take people to a location, kill them off without even having a rough idea of a story, or it's just thrown in at the tail end. This is ingrained without the story, as they're picking up elements that are leading towards the end or piece of this movie. There's twists and turns, there's people that go missing, there's people that just disappear out the story and you don't know what's happened to them, and there is some fun to be had in this one. I liked Fatal Exam. I don't seem to have a problem with it other than the runtime, in which case I think for 112 minutes it's possibly about 22 minutes too long. This needed to be condensed a little bit. And there are scenes that are a little bit extraneous, especially as they are wandering around this house exploring at the start of it. There's a guy who seems to drink so many cans of Pepsi that you feel as if they should have been somewhat supported by that company in the budget. Fatal Exam was fun. It's never going to win any awards, but it does have a really good, solid story at the heart of it, and that is a great foundation to build upon it. Sure, the actors aren't wonderful, some of them are. Some of the standards aren't great, but it has a great story. It has a gumption and an effort to try and make something wonderful, and I think it almost gets here. A little too long, but incredibly fun. What did you think of Fatal Exam? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.